Yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome into Tuesday night, July 30th, 2024. Whose speaker am I hearing? Not mine. I don't see anybody's box lit up, but I also don't hear it anymore, so that's good.
Yeah, wasn't me.
Welcome into the Ken Style Live show with the Zoom homies with Ken Style Live. I'm your host, Ken Style Live. I just stepped out of the shower, so that's why the hair is down. Mrs. K doesn't like it to be tied up when it's wet, so try to make her happy. We have Greg, who's absent. Rich, who's here. Sam, Josh Ghetto Kinder, who's absent. Jeff Ryman, Jeff P, Darren Gilholm. Welcome in, gentlemen.
Thank you.
And the two Jeffs.
Hi.
How was everybody's Tuesday?
Good.
Good. I ran into a buzzsaw playing
networking.
Did you get it working?
I can see everything on the new computer from the old one, but not vice versa. I can see the old computer from the new one, but it will not respond to my inquiries, according to the network diagnosis tool.
Huh.
I have a sneaky suspicion maybe a hardware problem.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like it.
The internet
Wintermute
and
said, "Hey, Ken."
Bluetooth on the old machine are in one of those little square PCIe cards that plugs into a slot on the motherboard, and I know the Bluetooth on that card has been dead for 5 or 6 years. So the card I know has at least one problem.
John Williams said, "Hey, Ken."
But I have to go through all of the settings yet. I just got done trying to set it up from memory, and I may have missed something.
Hello, Wintermute. Hello, John. Hello, Rick. Hello, Jeff. Hello. I believe I saw Jonathan was in chat. I believe I saw OneFish26 was in chat. I think Ski Man might have actually been second. Tony was first. And that was at 4:12, right before I walked out the door to go play golf. Ski Man was second. Sam was third. Jaron fourth. Rick was fifth. And Greg Guy.
Jonathan said,
Greg.
"Hey, Ken."
Hello, Jonathan. Greg was sick. Something was wrong. Yeah, we know. We get it. As I started to say a moment ago, I ran into a buzzsaw tonight playing golf. Jake shot 5 straight pars. Oh, boy. What do we have? Oh, cheeseburger? No, sloppy joes. No. What is that?
Now,
Look.
Spicy chicken patties.
Oh, okay. Well, we were all wrong then. That looks really good. We had really good
Tony
ribs.
Wallo said, "Normal."
And a baked potato. No zucchini, but she did make some cucumber salad, and it was really good. And the strawberry cobbler, somebody, not me, but somebody, got into it already. So she says it's really good. I will take her word for it.
Now, the zucchini could have been good.
When I walked out the door, I said, go ahead and make zucchini. I will give it a shot. If I don't like it, I don't like it, which I was going to be fair about it, but she didn't make it.
John Williams said drove from Clarksville to Madison, Wisconsin today, and the tree did not damage the fiber.
That's good news, John. Was there anything else that might have been damaged, though? I mean, I know it's good your fiber didn't get damaged, but was anything else in your house or your yard damaged? Wow. That's a drive right there. Yeah, he opened up with 5 straight pars. He himself was like, I can't believe this. I said, well, don't say anything because you're going to jinx yourself. No, that's never going to happen. Then he went 6, 7, 8, and 9. Went 4, 5, 4, 5. I tried to tell him, I was down 5 shots.
"Hello, Greg Guy."
Well, all you had to do was make 6 straight pars. You'd have beat him.
I got, I believe, 5 pars, but they were not 5 straight pars. I think I got 3 on the front and 2 on the back.
That's not bad.
I enforced my penalties. I had 2 penalties today. I had one that I cranked into the lake. It was a really good Callaway golf ball, too. Just, oh, man, that thing hit well. And it was about a foot, maybe 2 feet away from going over the lake, but it kind of hit the bank and then bounced back in. So, you know, that's a penalty. I mean, it doesn't make any difference how it gets in the water. It got in the water, therefore it's a penalty. And then the other penalty I had, I didn't have to take it, but I felt that I needed to because I cranked it off into not an out of bounds area, but there's just no way I can play it. So I have to move it out. It's a one-stroke penalty, and you know, that's the only fair way to do it. I'll tell you a story after we're off the air that you're going to find very comical, but coming around after 9, I'm down 5, and I told him, I said, I'm gunning for you, man. I got it down to 3, and I ended up losing by 4. Although I'm pretty sure I lost by 2, and I'll explain that after the stream is over. On the outside chance, maybe someone's watching. I don't know. He's playing in a tournament Friday night. I don't know what I'm doing Friday night. I've got a chance to play in a couple different places. And then next month, if I can get a team of 4 together, there's a tournament on a course that I have never played in my life that I would like to play. And the entry fee is $100 a person.
July 18th, 2024.
So,
Good morning.
I forgot about that one. I don't hear no audio though, but I don't have my audio on. Looks like the audio might have worked for that. It showed up in the mixer. If someone can verify if that had audio or not, that would be cool. Or if someone wants to play it again, I will verify the audio. If someone wants to play it again, I will verify the audio. If someone wants to play it again.
July 18th, 2024. Good morning. It is 9:03:21.
Yep, the audio works. Okay. I need to start getting more recordings of Doug. I woke up at 12:01 today. We had Burger King this morning. That went horribly wrong. I set the alarm. I think it went off, but I woke up at 12:01 and I was in no hurry. I made me a pot of coffee, took my meds. I finally made it in here at like 12:08.
So let's go.
And I never did catch up. I just stayed there. Watched it from the beginning to the end, 8 minutes behind.
Yeah, I know, but not
Pretty
with
interesting.
new people. New people come and watch.
And
it.
I
got up at
People
8:30.
get irritated with that. I
Seen that on Facebook.
Hearing somebody clear their throat over
I have
and over.
OBS down to, I
It's just not
believe
good
it's
form.
12 things, and I'm not even going to go look for them. I don't think I need the 12 things that it's missing. I don't think I need to go find them. Everything else is transferred. I'm done with all that, so there's really no need for me to hook my machines up to one another. I actually did find 3 flash drives today that work with both machines. Now, that makes it a little slow, but it worked. And one of the flash drives had to be plugged in on the back, which is still mind-boggling to me as well. But in 256 gigabyte, you can move a massive amount of data with the 256 gigabyte flash drive. And I did. So I will start maybe tomorrow, probably Thursday more than likely. I will start working with DaVinci on the new machine because everything's transferred, everything's good. I don't have to worry about anything. Just have to get my muse to give me some ideas. You hear that, muse? She says yes. No, I'm talking to the other muse that I have.
The Vietnamese one?
The Vietnamese one, yes. There was absolutely nobody on the golf course today, but yet my golf bag got hit twice today from 2 holes away, and the first one almost hit me. I don't know how it missed me. The guy come running over, he's like, "Oh man, I'm sorry, you all right, I said, "It didn't hit me, it hit the golf bag, and I'm sure the golf bag's fine." He goes, "I don't know how that happened." I said, "It's golf, man. It happens, you know."
Yeah.
I shank to the right all the time. And then the second time it happened, not the same kid, but it was another kid. It landed about that far in front of me. That one kind of concerned. The one that hit the golf bag, that was just done. But that one kind of concerned me. You know, because that came down too close to the old noggin.
Yep.
And I don't know how that would feel, and I don't want to find out how that would feel. So a couple of... Oh, wait a minute. My chat's behind.
Can I say something? Tell you something happened kind of quickly, if that's
Yeah,
okay?
go ahead. No,
Yeah, my brother, he was we had a large field. It was a private school. We had a large open field, and at the far end of the field, they were playing. I think it was like wiffle ball or something. My brother was driving golf balls, and he really hooked the one golf ball really bad, and it hit a kid in the temple.
Oh.
And he was about 100 yards out, and they rushed him to the hospital. He
Oh,
was out
imagine.
for yeah, he was out for like 3 or 4 days, and they said another couple centimeter or not millimeter down, further on that part of the skull.
Yeah.
It could have been deadly.
Tony Wallow said
It was like,
Mrs.
wow.
K.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
very
I
fortunate.
mean, any head injury is just always
Yeah.
scary and not good.
No.
And I don't know if you call it twisted or tweak, but I went to step on something, and when I stepped down, my foot went straight, my leg went right,
John
my knee
Williams
went left.
said Mrs. K.
Oh,
And that took a minute to get that all worked out, but it all worked out pretty good.
yeah.
John Williams says, hello, Mrs. K. She's never going to come in here and join me, so I can yell in there and she hears it. Okay, so that one's working too. So seems like SpeakerBot is ironed out and working pretty good right now. And I am taking suggestions on new SpeakerBot things. I'm sure that if I can't figure it out, I've got a couple of people I can reach out to that will be more than happy to help me out. Who left? Oh, Darren.
That was Darren.
Yeah. I'm looking right at it. Who left? Duh. So, yeah, I encourage, if somebody's got something to say, by all means. That's kind of where I'd like to see the 30 minutes goes, to where we all interact with whatever. Computer is cool. Golfing is cool. Anything, actually. I mean, as long as it's not the three things that I do not want to talk about on my channel.
Yeah.
And the one, I don't know if YouTube is still saying stuff about that or not. It used to be if you were to say the C word, you got dinged.
Right.
I have no idea, nor do I want to find out. It is what it is. The other two, you're begging for trouble. Seriously.
Yeah.
So we just won't talk about it. Stays where they're at. Want to talk about it afterwards? Maybe.
I do.
Yes, Ghetto, you got your hands raised. Sorry, Jeff, you got your hand raised.
What do you mean by ding?
Copyright notification.
Oh, okay.
Monetization taken away. Copyright strike.
Strikes. Yeah.
Your channel, they get on a whim and they say, "Oh, we're just going to turn." I know. I said that. I don't know. I haven't looked at my stats from yesterday. Winter Mutant. Yes, I'm aware. I did say them last night. I'm fully aware of it. And I mean, I'm going to use common sense here. Even though I graduated from Eminence High School in Eminence, Indiana, and it was 35 years ago, or no, 77. So it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I believe you probably can say it. They just don't want you to say it over and over and over again and have open discussions and theories and speculation and all that other good sense. So we just don't say it. We're good to go. I will check stats after the show is over, and we'll go from there. I forgot to check. I checked my subs earlier this afternoon. I mean, I didn't get up till 12, so it was afternoon. And I am back to 1791. So tomorrow night, I'm going to be hitting it really hard to try to come up with about 10 subs somehow. Because I would really like, by midnight tomorrow night, I would really like to be at 1800. Doubt that it happens, but we will see. Would love for it to happen. Ow, my leg's cramped.
I was going to say with the video, I know with the video you say the C, get on the C subject. They'll usually put that thing underneath, CDC. And normally speaking, they won't give you a warning, but lives, I think, are a different issue.
Yeah,
they'll hit you right away. Yeah,
there's so much speculation about it. A lot of people say you can play copyrighted music by putting in your description that this is being played under the fair use, blah, blah, blah. And a couple of people found out you actually cannot.
Right.
So that's why I try to watch that. All right, you talked me into it. I'm checking statistics right now. 1791, so that's staying solid. That's good. I was happy as all get out when it hit 1792, but you get what you get. All right, so live stream last night, and no, there are no dings. It's been watched 45 times, so that's good because during the show it was watched 33 times. So that's about average. I usually get 10 to 15 afterwards. You guys got to remember, I have a lot of Filipinos that are subscribed to the channel, and we are exactly 12 hours opposite.
Yep.
It's 10:15 p.m. for us, 10:15 a.m. for them.
Yep.
And it's just a pain, believe me. It really is. I didn't see Tony's. I didn't get to see Tony's messages. He retracted them too fast. So, hello, Bill.
Hello.
I saw that you popped in. I'm going to see if we can get the world right here. Keep the two Jeffs apart from one another. That gets me confused when they're beside one another.
Well, you definitely don't look the same.
No, this
We're
is
not
true.
beside each other.
I'm trying to get it worked out here, but it's somehow giving me a hard time. It's been ghettoized. I can't move ghetto.
Well,
Doggone it.
Jeff and I got an agreement to give you a hard time.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah. Behind.
Well, I appreciate that. Someone's got to do it. There we go. I will leave it like that. And I believe I can lock that, can I not?
If you lock it, we all have to look at it the same way.
Oh, really?
So, okay, so if I lock it, your screen changes to the way I've set it up?
Well, if you do that one thing that Brian showed us how to do, yes. We all see the same screen.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so Greg is in there, and then Rich, and then Sam, and then the two Jeffs are beside me. One Jeff's there, one Jeff's there.
That's correct.
And we can smack him up both sides of the head at once.
Yeah, I might want to change that now that I think about that, huh?
Yeah. You're in the middle of a Jeff sandwich right now.
Yeah. Oh.
Don't want to think about that.
Yeah, right. That's true.
Before I forget, that made me think of something that was brought to my attention. We need to remember I try to keep this as family friendly as I can.
Yeah.
And we do a really good job of it. I was kind of led to believe there might have been a word or two slip recently. It's going to happen. I get it. I myself probably slip more times than I really care to. Oh, by the way, I only swore 4 times today on the golf course. 4 times. And that took me to the 16th hole to swear, and I made up time on that 16th hole, believe me. I hit one golf shot that went about 15 feet. I don't know what I done wrong. That was number 1. I took my mulligan. Oh, by the way, that shot went to the right. I took my mulligan. It went about 16 feet, but it went to the left. That was number 2. When I hit my second shot from the ball I had to play, which was the mulligan, I don't know where it went. I just know it went. That was number 3. And when I tried to chip on the green, and all day long I had been chipping beautifully. I mean, seriously, you would have thought I played semi-pro golf or something. Nope, not this time. The curse of the 16th hole. It went about 1.5 feet.
Wow.
So, but I made a conscious effort today that I wasn't going to get upset, and I wasn't going to get angry, and I wasn't going to swear, and I did a good job until number 16. Solution to that is we'll play 13, 14, 15, 17. That solves the problem.
Yeah.
We watched a guy today. We were trying to figure out how he was playing golf. Usually you start at hole 1, you played a 9, you walk to the back 9, you play 10, 11, 12, 13. You play them sequentially, numerically, whatever you want to call it. This guy played 10. He walked back to play 18. He played 10. He walked back to play 18. I'm like, what is he doing? And he played 10. Then he went and played 13. Then he walked back to play 18. You can see all these holes from just about anywhere in the golf course. And we're sitting there scratching our head because we were getting ready. We had actually teed off when he comes walking up to the 10th green. And we were talking to one of the greenskeepers there. And And we thought, well, we better go ahead and get going because we don't want to hold this guy up. Next thing we know, we're walking off 10, and we look back, and the guy's he's sitting back on the bench like he's like on a Sunday picnic or something, and we're like, what is this guy doing? When we played 11, never did see him play 10, and then as we're coming up 12, he's playing 10. He finishes 10 and walks over to 18, and I'm like, I mean, he paid money. He can play it the way he wants.
My guess is he's practicing those particular holes.
The distances, maybe.
Yeah.
That's
just a guess, but
that's kind of what Jake said. Maybe he was trying to get his distances down.
Right.
And then one guy that did catch up to us, he was playing 3 golf balls, which there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there was literally nobody on the course, so it didn't matter. We actually took a couple of extra shots, just as what we call just for grins, because you got a ball in play, and if you want to see what you should have done, then you hit an extra one for grins. So it felt good to get I parred the 18th tonight. That felt real good. I actually landed on the green, and my philosophy, if I get on the green, I feel very confident I can two putt for par in most cases. I did get there early. I did practice chipping. I did practice my putting, and it showed. It really did show. I was really pleased with how the chipping was going, but if I needed it to go 20 yards, it went 15 yards. If I needed it to go 30, it went 20. And I just don't get the lucky breaks that Jake does. Do I have one that says S? Tony put an exclamation S. Do I have one for that? Yeah, really. Wintermute's comment. I'm probably going to try to play somewhere Friday, but I don't know where yet. I don't know if Mrs. K wants to play or not. She did not play today. She stayed home and cooked. And I would make a comment jokingly, but we all know that I better not say that. So those days are gone.
If you want to continue to eat.
No, she gets the humor. She 100%.
No,
she gets it. I would probably get another message from someone that says I need to respect my wife or she's going to leave. Right. I'll help her pack. She wants to leave. Thanks for the Kodak moment. Yeah. BH Ringer joins us in the chat. Hello, BH Ringer. I need to create a speaker bot, and I got to get with Sam on that, to where when someone makes their first comment, I need SpeakerBot to recognize them and say something. And I don't want it to say something, obviously, but you get what I'm saying, right?
We've all jokingly
Although that would be kind of funny that Tony Wallow, first in chat, he says something. And I'm just picking out on Tony because he was first in chat tonight. So I see.
Yes,
I think
that can be done.
It can be done. Okay. Is it
He was first because I was busy working.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
I was working too.
There you go. Tony says, now that should have said something. Why didn't it say something? Is that not working? We're turning into the Doug Betts hour. Okay, exclamation C for some reason. I thought it was working earlier tonight, wasn't it?
I heard a couple, yeah.
Okay.
Then the C came up.
Jonathan just did an exclamation V and Zoom disappeared. So that's working. So chat, exclamation C should say the username and whatever they wrote into the chat. Why is it not working?
Because it doesn't feel like it.
And once again, Ghetto is 35 feet away from his mic and nobody heard what he said.
Because it doesn't feel like it.
There you go.
I'm going to test it. Yeah, it's not working. I tested it and it is just not working. Let me go check something here.
big more.
I don't know why that is not working. It should work. Oh, well, I'll deal with it after the show. The show's going to be over about 5 minutes anyway. Yeah, that's not working either. All of a sudden, so what is working?
Nothing.
Apparently not. Long Dog, I experienced with certain programs and putting computer to sleep and hibernation affects the way it works. Obviously, it's not. Now that one's working. JJ is working. It's not in hibernation or sleep mode, and it hasn't been for at least an hour and a half.
I never do that with a desktop. Only a laptop, really.
Yeah.
You know.
July 18th,
Okay, then Doug's
2024.
works.
Good morning. It is 9.
So it's just certain ones are not working. Now I did disable the happy birthday because as far as I know, I don't know if anyone having a birthday today, so I didn't want people hitting that to say happy birthday to whoever the last person was we said happy birthday. No, again, I do not shut this computer down ever. The only time this computer goes out was when we lose power. That's when this computer goes down. Otherwise, it runs 24/7. I restart it every now and then if things start going weird on me. But I do not. You what, Jeff?
I was just going to say, like, once a week is fine, really. Depending on, what you got going on.
Maybe once a month if I'm lucky. No, in all honesty, when Da Vinci was screwing up on this machine, I would restart it about every other day.
Right.
And that way it would work out that little problem.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm illustrating what you're trying to tell me. Yeah, I know there are people that shut their computer down every day. I know there are people that put it to sleep. I do know there are people that do that. I do not. I run 2 streams almost 24/7. The Princess Cam and Canonisto, I think I said that right, River. Those are constantly playing on 2 monitors. And then everything else is just what I watch to be watching something. And that way the machine doesn't shut down. And when the power goes out, the computer goes out.
Sure.
And now the Windows 11 machine is actually shut down right now. I know it's kind of weird, but I shut it down this afternoon. And I'm going to see if that has any great difference or not.
Right.
I've got my machine down whenever I read from my hand.
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense.
Sure. Yeah.
But then I turn it back on as soon as I get home.
Yep.
Now I leave it running when I'm at working out, but that's because I'm not gone long enough.
Yep.
So all of a sudden, I know Hello Greg worked earlier in the night too. Why did this stop work? Why are the ones that have to say something actually not working? There's an error speaking at 10:28. Permission denied. I've got several errors right now.
I know what's going on.
Did it lose the aliases again?
No.
All right, we'll work on it here in a minute. Clearly something happened because they were working briefly and then they kind of sort of stopped working. There's 5 of 5 connected, so I guess that's a good thing. I'd like to know what she's watching in there.
Broke because you messed with him.
No, I didn't. I didn't mess with it.
Together and leave it alone.
Yeah, really. Put you in charge and it'll never work. All right, I'm going to wrap it up. Sin Vicious makes a comment. The 4-dimensional divergence of an anti-symmetric second-rank tensor equals 0 equal light. Don't really think that's going to have a bearing on speaker, Bob, but good to see 10 in chat again. Long Dog says he's been going on for quite a while. I'll re-chat when I'm done here. I want to thank everybody on YouTube. Again, just a generic thank you to everyone there. Long Dog says to me, do I know the term boot means and when you might need to try it? It means to start this. It's bootstrap. You start the computer with the boot. Yes, I do know what that means. So if you want to join us, the email is on the screen. Had to look. I wasn't sure if it was there or not. Well, earlier tonight when I started the clocks started one side only. Even though I clicked on both clocks, it only started one side. And I'm like,
That's interesting.
wait a minute. That was interesting. So, and one of the side things that I usually used to have going, that when Lorna and I went to the Indy 500 last year, that was running, and I never turned that on. BH Ringer says, speaker box just a waste of bandwidth, distracting when Zoom homies are speaking. Yes, it can be very distracting. And we kind of knew that going in. It's mellowing out a little bit. So anyway, if you want to join us, there's the thing. And Winter Mute drops a link. Let's go see what the link is real quick. All right, I'll watch that later. That looks interesting. See a few of you in a minute over on the Zoom. Thanks, guys. Thanks.